Welcome to Glific's feature video on Google Dialogflow. In this feature video, we will understand how to use the split by intent node to enable natural language processing (NLP) in Glific. This feature enables your users to chat with your bot just as they would with any person and enables your bot to understand what the user is saying and provide the relevant response. Using this feature, you can leverage natural language processing to understand the user's intent behind unexpected user queries and statements that don't fit into your regular flow design. Let's start by learning how to use Google Dialogflow. Refer to the Dialogflow quick start guide and create a project, enable billing and enable the API. Set up authentication to obtain the key file. Log into your Dialogflow account with your authorized Gmail ID. Then create a new Dialogflow agent, name it and connect it to the project you created. Next, we will create our intents and add possible user phrases. When an end user writes or says something, Dialogflow matches the end user expression to the best intent in your agent. You don't have to define every possible example because Dialogflow's built-in machine learning expands on your list with other similar phrases. Click Save and Done. Then go to Settings and click on ML Settings. Click on Train and then wait. Once training is completed, click on OK, then Save and Done. Come back to your intent screen and type in a few phrases at the top right corner of your screen to see if they are being categorized in the right intent. You can add phrases and retain Dialogflow if you see errors here. Click on Diagnostic Info to check the intent confidence level. 1 is the highest. Anything ever over 0.7 is considered very strong. We should add phrases to intent with this in mind. Now, let's learn how to use Dialogflow in Glific. Access IAM of your Google Cloud Console to ensure that your Google account has the required rules. Else, select Edit and add these rules. First, configure Dialogflow in Glific. Open Settings and click the Edit icon for Dialogflow. Fill in your GOTH credentials from the GCS authentication key file and ensure the checkbox is checked. Then create the flow. In this case, we are asking people what they want to learn about Glific and then collecting user responses with the wait for response node. Then select split by intent and then select Dialogflow as the classifier. Select top intent and the intents that you have created in the Dialogflow along with the confidence level which you find acceptable for successful categorization into a bucket. For example, if you put 0.8 but the intent confidence is 0.74, it will not categorize as the intent but go to other or failure. Save the result name as DF or whatever you'd like. According to the intent categorization, we can design the responses on Glific or we can even add a response in the Dialogflow intent and call it on Glific. You can call the Dialogflow response, confidence level and intent name from Dialogflow with these functions. Then test the flow. Let's see how the Apprentice Project tab uses Google Dialogflow in their chatbot program. Tab regularly shares learning activities with students. They notice that students would start messaging the bot questions in the middle of the activity flows or even when they are not in any flow. They had tried to redirect students to their teachers in such cases, but students would rarely follow through. Tab wanted to be able to address the child's interest and query when it arose. To do this, they adopted Dialogflow to capture student intents to categorize and redirect them into regular flows. Tab developed 10 intent categories on Dialogflow based on their analysis of 2000 student questions and responses, and then they populated each intent with about 10 phrases. Let's see how Tab's NLP-enabled flow works for students. use of Dialogflow, TAP has successfully powered the chatbot with AI and processed more than 60,000 student messages. Going forward, TAP is exploring an integration with the large language models like ChatGPT on Glific. Give Dialogflow a try and let us know how it helped you. Find more information in the video description below.